Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with a late start on Scrap Backwards Tuesday. I have a mess on my desk, including I have my iPhone here, and I started having trouble with the sound again. I switched to FaceTime mode when I recorded the layout share, and when I switched it over to use my webcam, it I lost the sound. So I found a place where I could specify the source of the sound, and it could either be my MacBook microphone or the microphone that's built into my HD camera or my webcam or my phone. And I tried it. I wasn't getting any sound at all. Tried it with my phone and I got loud and clear. So that's what we're going with today. So what I'm doing is I started with a sketch, and the sketch is this with three small tags, a large one that has the photo on it, some embellishments, and then three other tags, three tags down here with a little bit larger circle. So I'm turning it this way because my photo is landscape, and I'll do it like this. But I'm going to put this down, and what I have in my Scrap Backwards kit. In fact, I started out thinking, okay, in my Scrap Backwards kit, I have this whole little box of tags. Let's see if I can find 6 that are similar. And so I did, and I have these, and I got 6 different colors, I think. And so when I thought, okay, I'm going to use these, the colors are not very bright, so I'm going to have to embellish with some bright things. So I've got a beach. I immediately, before I found anything else, I found this paper. And I was going to actually fussy cut some sunglasses out of this side of it, or use this side. I decided to use this side because I also saw this paper, and I cut 2 different size circles out of it to use as the circles there. And I thought the wavy pattern might be enough to kind of evoke the idea of a beach. So I'm going to put that back, and I fussy cut a couple sunglasses from the branding strip. And let me put this here. I'm going to make a tag out of this. I've got a large angle here. Is that right? And then another large angle here. And then I'm going to go to the center of that and punch a hole. And get rid of the punches. Just get them out of my way. And we'll mount this photo on this tag like that, but with some foam. So let me get some foam here. There. And I can put that. That will work. And then let me get a little bit here. Okay, now This photo I got from Facebook. I used to live near, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut this edge. I'm going to take one of these tags. I'm going to cut the exact same contour. It's a little bit more of an angle there. So let me get that over there. It doesn't make much of a difference, but it does make it exactly the same shape as the little tickets. Okay, and I don't know where the other sunglass is. Okay, so I have a bunch of Bramble Fox goodies here that I don't know what I'm going to use, and I do want to look through my kit and see if there's anything else. So anyway, before I got to this photo, when I found that, I thought, okay, let's go look for a beach picture. And I was going to look for one with the kids and, you know, kind of see, put kind of some of these cute icons that are in these paper snips. And there's both words and icons. And look, there's even a couple of tags. That would have been good. But I'm not using the page oriented that way so that you wouldn't be able to read those tags. Okay, and I decided I was going to use, because the tickets were white, I decided I was going to use a non-white background. So I decided to go with kraft since it kind of, I don't know, looks like sand on a nice sandy beach. Let me put that there. I think this is all, these are all papers. I do have, I'm just going to lay that aside. I have this. This is another pack of scraps, mostly Vicky Bouton scraps, and I did not use anything from here, although I'm thinking if my camera's not the right size, I might use one of these cameras. So let me put that over there, and let me pull this up and see what I have. See if I have anything beachy or that would be appropriate on a beachy page. Okay, here I've got some miscellaneous things. Bring Your Own Sunshine is kind of cute. Never Stop Wondering. Hello. I think I'm gonna, if I use this memories, then I can put Galveston up here in I can find an alpha and spell Galveston. There's some glittery things here which don't, that's not speaking to me. Good Memories and Together and Relax. There's a possibility I might find some things there. Let's see. What a Lovely Day. That's probably not all that appropriate. That photo is not one that I took, but it is exactly how we used to go to the beach, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I don't think there's anywhere on Galveston Beach now that you can park your car like we could back in the 70s. Okay, so here are some blue alphas that I can do the word Galveston. I can make that happen. Okay, let's see. I don't think any of those big sticker sheets. This is fall. Not excited about that. If that bicycle were a little bit smaller, I might think about using it. What is, ooh, look, some little colorful beachy stickers. Okay, and there's this colorful, is there anywhere on there that I could use a border strip? This flowery border strip. I don't think so, but I'll keep it in mind. I'm going to put it back over here, and I'm going to put this here. Okay, now let's start putting this guy together. We'll see how this works and what we want to do with it. I know I want it to be about right here, and in the sketch, the tags touch, and the I'm not going to have that many. I'm not going to have. Okay, so I'm going to put all the blue and green ones over here on this side. And then over here, I'm going to use the kind of neutral-ish colored ones. Okay, let's see if that works. Then I use the large circle kind of right there with some embellishment right at the corner. And then here I use this right there, and I have a camera that I think is going to be the right size. I have a large black camera, but I'm not liking black for this page. I'm going to go with this navy blue one. It's open. And I can put it right there. And sunglasses and a these guys kind of right there. I'm thinking that could work. Let's get these things glued down. This is raised on foam, and I think that's the only thing that I will raise on the foam. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to leave some spaces. Well, no, I'm going to butt it right up to the big tag. Okay. And I may put the circles on foam. I'm going to put that right there. This is one of the weekly sketches at Scrap-A-Sketch, so you can find it on the Scrap-A-Sketch Facebook page. It's from a few weeks ago. So let me put some foam back here. And that actually puts it there. Let me get a little glue. There. And I want to use these sunglasses kind of right under the camera there. And then I'm going to use one of these flamingos here. Okay, so that cluster has been started. I don't know if I'm going to add anything to it, but now I want these to also touch, and then to have this, but I want this, I want these to kind of maybe come down and then have, or I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this up here so that it's not crowding this. I'm going to put a little bit of foam under there just to lift that hole up so that I can tie something in it later. Okay, so that's good. Now, let me get these, and I'm not going to cut these shorter than these because they're short enough already, I think. So I'm just going to kind of, that one there. It's kind of a beige polka dot, and then this is a brown diagonal stripe, and we have a pale pink grid, or pale pink. Is there a pattern there? Like crisscross grid. Diagonal grid, I guess you'd call it. And then this is going to go there, and I need a fairly big piece of foam for it. I'm not getting the right size or shape here. There we go. There. And I'm going to put it here and have, I like the palm trees and the hammock. Okay, so we're going to, there aren't any palm trees at Holly Beach, which is, or West End in Galveston. But I'm going to put a little tiny bit of foam on the hammock part to raise it up. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the palm trees. Let me get, try to get these. Okay, and now I think I'm going to put glue only on the hammock part, and then I'm going to put these. I need a tiny little bit of foam to go under one of the lenses. And let me get this right here. To go like that. And then I'll find something else to add to it. I might do this little sunny guy, sunshine. Here, that's too big. I'm going to put this little sunshine right there. And I have a pineapple that's kind of cute. I could do the pineapple kind of maybe like this. Like just peeking out from under there. And I need something else. I'm going to put this pineapple kind of looking out behind there. Okay, now I think I'm going to go ahead and do Galveston Memories as the title, and I'm going to do it down here. And so I need to peel this guy. I really like the vitamin C title, but that I think would be more appropriate for a photo I have of the beautiful, beautiful scene with palm trees and the ocean and waves and sand and all those good things, rather than this old photo of a bunch of cars, out on the sand. It's not an attractive photo, but I can tell you when you have a 2-year-old who needs naps and needs to eat well. It was great. I had a Pacer, an AMC Pacer, and it had a huge hatchback and a big trunk that had that rounded trunk area. And okay, before I put the word memories on here, I need to space out Galveston, and I may start it here. Let's see what we have. Galveston. So that width, if I started it here, it would end about at the tag, and then memories could maybe start here too. So let's try that. Let's do it. And do that. I think when this photo came out, I'm in a group that is all about Galveston, and when somebody published that photo, I thought, oh my gosh, that's exactly how James and I used to do the beach. We'd go there, we'd drive. It was about a 20-minute drive, maybe 30, and we'd get there, do some swimming, and I'd give James something to eat, and then I'd have the ice chest and a little bed made up for him in the hatchback, in the trunk area. That's not sticky. And if it was time for a nap, he'd eat. He'd do a nap. I'd turn the chair around to face the car and away from the beach and away from the sun. And I'd, watch and make sure everything was okay. Just so that I could, keep an eye on him. And then when he woke up, we'd go back in the water and then we'd eat some more. It was kind of a... And when we got ready to leave, he'd take a nap in his little car seat. Is that good? That's a good... And then I'll put something beachy down here. Maybe... What do I want to have down here? Like a seagull. I think that's good. Let me get the backing off of it. So he'd take a nap, and we'd go back, and in the Clear Lake there were several, or it's an area called Kemah. Lots of Kemah and Seabrook had lots of restaurants and fun places, including there were lots of restaurants that were up on stilts, and we liked to crab, and so I always brought a net and some turkey necks to tie into the net, and then we'd put the net down. I just used one, and we'd go there and kind of drag the net and wade around in the water, and we had a grand old time. I'm going to do this now. Sometimes, if he was sound asleep and not ready to stop there, I'd drive on into Houston, and we'd go to a restaurant called Ninfa's, the original Ninfa's on Navigation. And the servers there all knew James and would bring him things that he liked. They'd bring him some uncooked tortillas so he could mold them like clay and stuff. So that was kind of fun. Now what I'm going to do is decorate the tags. And I don't feel like they all have to be really heavily decorated, but I kind of, let's say we did that, and that. Sometimes when we went to that isn't the exact kind of vehicle, although we have been there. Let me do this as part of that scene. In any case, we'd go in there and James was the center of attention, which he's always enjoyed being. And I could have a good meal, and he liked, because he was happy there, he enjoyed everything that they served him to eat. Okay, let's see what we have here left. I think these are okay for right there. I have a little fish that I'm thinking can go somewhere over here, maybe. And then I have this little pink one that can go, I think, right here. So I want to get these things on. I want to decorate the clusters, fill out the clusters before I start doing the tags. So I'm going to put this right here, and I want it to kind of be partly off. I don't like that. It needs to be further off. Or how about, let's wipe that clean, and maybe it is like that. And this little fish is behind it. And there could be something else right here. Do I have, oh, how about a little hibiscus flower? I wish I had it in a different color, but that's okay. So as soon as I saw the photo, I grabbed it off of Facebook, and I sent it to James and said, "Do you remember?" He said, "Oh, I remember it well." And I was so happy that he did. Okay, there. And then I might do this one in between the tags. And this one in between the tags, just to kind of make it seem a little more, let me get, I'll peel this, and like I said, this isn't literally what our vehicle looked like. Okay, put that right there. And then I need something here. And what do I have? I have another another of these guys that I can just kind of add here. And maybe I have another of these palm trees. I tell you what I'm going to do. I don't want another hammock, but I could use the palm trees. I'm not sure how, but let's try it. Okay, let's put this back over here. I'm going to put the palm tree behind the, let's see, behind the okay, there. That kind of looks like, it doesn't look like it's a copy of these palm trees, but it is. Okay, now I have one small seashell, and I'm thinking I'm going to put it over by this other cluster. Let's put it here, kind of between those two tags. Okay. Now, let's see if there's anything from these sticker sheets, or this sticker sheet. There's Dream Big, Live Your Life. Wow. I can use wow. I can put it kind of right there, and that kind of decorates that cluster. There's Together, and I'm gonna put that so that it kind of is partly on the photo and partly on the tag. And then what else do I want? Make yourself a priority. Believe in kindness. Life is tough, but so are you. I'm not seeing anything that needs to be on this page, so I'll put that aside. Now, let's look at this. I'm thinking that there's room right here for like a little beach house. There were some houses kind of back up this way, and at the time that we were there, they weren't all that. You know, they were kind of old school, and some of those lots were bought up and nicer places built, and that's why there's no more parking on the beach. So I'm going to kind of do this and this. Get right there. And then let me see if there's something else, like a little word strip that would go there. Time well spent. I like that. Those were great. I had a fairly demanding job, and during the week we pretty much had our routine down, where it was pretty much going to school and work and coming home and making dinner and you know, getting to bed, getting some laundry done, and you know, stuff like that. It wasn't we didn't get to do much during the week. And on weekends, I loved just taking off, throwing the cooler in the car and grabbing getting into my summer uniform was a swimsuit underneath a sleeveless sundress kind of thing, and it was pretty much how I spent the whole weekend. We had a swimming pool in our apartment complex, but let me move this over. But it was often filled with older kids, and they weren't necessarily welcoming to James. It didn't lend itself. They were kind of boisterous and having fun, and it wasn't. Let me get a pretty pink arrow and add to this. Okay, it seems like there would be room for a word right there too, and it could say cool moments, summer is my favorite flavor, nothing but blue skies. I kind of like that. Creating memories. That's what we were doing. I'm really happy. I told James I'm really happy that it happened that we lived near Galveston and had easy access to Galveston and Clear Lake. And at one time we lived in a marina on Clear Lake, so we could go sailing out into the Gulf, and sailed within sight of Galveston, sailed into Galveston Bay. Okay, let's see, I'm going to put that right there, and then I might do something there. Just kind of filling it in at this point. And then we'll be done. I'm really happy with it. I love the sketch and the size of my I'm going to do this. The size of my tags makes my design a little bit different from Lisa's, but I think the basics of the design are there, and I really love the texture that the little line of tags gives to the page. And let me get this I'm not doing a particularly great job of fussy cutting. I always get self-conscious when okay, and I'm gonna go here, maybe kind of scooch it under there, and I'll do that. Okay, and so I don't need words there. I have the word wow there. Is there something I can put here? Let's see. There's shore thing. I like that. Let's go with splash, though. That's a shorter word, and I think I can definitely fit it in over there. And I'm gonna distress this. This is a different looking page. I'm happy with it, and I think I like the design turned around like that instead of like this. Now, if I had a portrait orientation on the photo, I could do pretty much the same thing, but just facing the other way, and it would look nice. I just really like this. Okay, so again, Lisa comes through with an amazing sketch that I really love, and I've enjoyed using. Let's see, can I do something else like a little, I don't see anything. Maybe I need my overlapping hearts. So I'm gonna go to my Cocoa Vanilla Happy Days hearts, and that's where I'm gonna put them. Let's see, what colors do I want? I like the teal right here, and then I want this pink right there. Okay, I think we're good. There aren't any kids in there, so I don't need any bees or I do want a ribbon here, some twine there. Let me get some. I'll be right back. Let's go with one of these blues. I'm gonna go with the darkest of the three. And I'm gonna maybe roll it around a few times. Let's see. We'll do this, and then this, and then I'm going to feed this through. And then get those two in a loop, and then do this, and then I'm gonna cut those off. Okay, I'm pretty sure those will be just fine like that. I don't think they'll come untied. Okay, I think we're done. And I thank you very much for watching. I may have to glue that E down. But here's the original sketch. I turned it on its side, and this is what I came up with. I love it. I'm happy with it. I thank you very much for watching, And I'll see you next time. Bye.